Okay, similar to the last vlog, I'm looking ahead to either eclipses or conjunctions and then looking back in history to see when these occurred. So the next conjunction I'm looking for, well, I'm not looking forward to it at all, but anyway, you know, we're looking forward, astrologically speaking, is April 2024, which you can see there. There's the ephemeris, April 2024. And as you can see, Jupiter in Taurus, it's moving quite quickly through Taurus, and it will conjunct Uranus in Taurus at about 21 degrees 51. There you can see it here. So we're going to have Uranus and Jupiter conjunct in Taurus at around 21 degrees. Now, when did we last have Jupiter conjunct Uranus in Taurus? Well, if we have a look here, it was in May 1941, and you can see here Jupiter is moving again quickly. It's 23, 24, and around 25 degrees. There you have Uranus, 25 degrees, and yeah, it's about over here. On the 8th of May 1941, we again have Jupiter conjunct Uranus in Taurus. So here it's happening at 25 degrees. Now this point is a lot more dark and lethal than the 22 degree point. So if we go back here, in April 2024, they are conjunct at around 21 degrees. Over here, right, 21 degrees or 22 degrees. If we have a look at what fixed stars on 22 degrees of Taurus, we can see it's Zaruk. Now let's have a look at what Zaruk is all about. Fixed star Zaruk, okay. And it will tell us here that it has a Saturnian character. It's all about melancholy, fear, suicidal tendencies. So again, it's quite a negative fixed star. Most of them in Taurus is. That's why all these transits in Taurus tend to be more problematic in terms of world affairs, because they're triggering these fixed stars. So it goes on to tell you a little bit more. Just going to see if there was anything else particular. It's also about rain, so I wonder if we're going to see any particular floods as well, because it does signify rain. Let's see, as I say, it's a Saturnian character which rules disgrace, ruin, and calamity. So again, we're looking into April 2024, the conjunction of Jupiter, Uranus, wondering, disgrace, ruin, calamity. Is it disgrace? Does this mean the downfall of many of our leaders coming into disgrace? Ruin and calamity. Well, hopefully it's ruin for their side, isn't that so? But let's just go back to World War II, because then the Jupiter Uranus conjunction was on 25 degrees, which was near the worst fixed star, as you can soon see, Algol. Algol is known as the most, what would you say, depressing, unlucky. It definitely portends doom and gloom. So you can see that in the middle of World War II, isn't the astrological symbolism amazing? You've got Jupiter conjunct Uranus conjunct Algol, and we'll hear all about Algol right now if we get to that page. Come on. But it would be slow, you know. There you go, fixed star Algol. Okay, it tells it's located in the Medusa head, okay, carried in the left hand of Hero, the Perseus constellation. It's one of the most unfortunate stars. Ptolemy referred to it as the Gorgon of Perseus and associated with death by capitation. And historically, it has a strong association with violence across a wide variety of cultures. So in medieval Arabic, commanders tried to ensure that no important battle began while the light of Algol was weak. Okay, so there you go. Astrologers, of course, say it is the most unfortunate, violent, and dangerous star in the heavens, and it certainly has been one of the best observed and the most noteworthy in the northern star. So throughout history, people have paid a lot of attention to Algol. There's lots of literature, There's lots of literature on it. But I just thought that would be very interesting. So while in World War II, we had the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction in Taurus. It triggered Algol, which, as I say, is a lot darker than triggering that other planet we looked at to do with ruin, calamity, and disgrace. So while it's still triggering one of these problematic fixed stars in Taurus, maybe the calamity, ruin, and disgrace is going to be more occurring to the powers that should not be, rather than to wider society. But I thought it was interesting to draw your attention to those two comparisons. If I get a chance tomorrow night, I'm going to be doing a comparison. Well, as you know, right now we've got Saturn in Aquarius, square Uranus in Taurus, which will be exact in October. And I wanted to look back in history and see the last time we had Saturn in Uranus, square Taurus, Saturn in Aquarius, square Uranus in Taurus. And I did find the date, and you're going to be very interested to hear that. But the last time we had a square between these planets with Uranus in Taurus, but this time Saturn was squaring from Leo, was a time when Russia had many important victories over the Ottoman Empire, which I thought was quite interesting. I will just mention about the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction in Taurus. When that was occurring in May of 1941, there was a lot of conflict in the Balkans and Greece. That was when Greece fell to the Nazis, okay? And apparently their prime minister committed suicide. So I wonder if during that phase, in 2024, there's also going to be a lot of activity in the Greek and Balkan areas as well. Something to look into further at another point. Hope you enjoyed those.